Canada's political drama continues to capture attention across our country and south of the border as well. Canada becoming the 51st U.S. state seems to be one of Donald Trump's favorite new zingers. The president-elect has repeated the line several times since his Mar-a-Lago meeting with Justin Trudeau. Trump has also mocked Trudeau, calling him the governor of America's 51st state. The prime minister has insisted the comments are just jokes and not to be taken seriously, but some observers say Trump's remarks should not be taken lightly.
The idea that we would become, or even contemplate for a second becoming the 51st state is offensive. And this idea of Mr. Trump returning to this and attacking Canada and Canada's prime minister, I think, is really offensive. I mean, we should not take it lightly when someone attacks our prime minister in whatever circumstances.
Okay, so offensive to Jean Charest, but Republican lawmakers have insisted Trump is just kidding around, and even Trudeau has called them jokes. So to lighten things up this Friday night, we thought it would be interesting to dig into the comedy of all of it, or the lack thereof, depending on where you're coming from. And for his take, we have brought comedian Scott Thompson onto the show from the classic sketch comedy show Kids in the Hall, and he also has a rock band, Mouth Congress, with castmate Paul Bellini. Their new album, Valley of Song, is available now. And Scott is joining me on the couch this evening to laugh it up politics on this Friday night. Thanks for being here.
Hey, I'm a little confused right now.
What are you confused about,
you're
my
not
friend?
Travis.
No, I'm not Travis. You figured it out.
Travis.
You are intrepid. Nothing gets by
this
you.
is a great... I was thrilled to be asked to be on, but I'll be blunt with you. I only came on to flirt with Travis.
Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're not flirtable.
Okay.
But I have been sold a false bill of goods, CBC. They lied to me.
Well, keep the blunt.
Where is he? Is he hiding out? What's he afraid of? Where is he?
Okay, well, that's a message to Travis. Wherever you are, come flirt with Scott. But you're stuck with me, so let's keep rolling.
No, I'll continue.
So keep the bluntness going. Do you think Trump here is being funny or not? What's your assessment?
Yes, he's being funny. Of course he is. The man, he's a comedian. You can say all you like about him. You could hate him and all the rest of it. But I think you have to give it up one thing. He is funny. But I also disagree with Jean Charest because jokes are serious. I mean, they are jokes. Actually, I disagree with Trudeau because they are jokes. But jokes are serious. So he is expressing something real.
Because what you're kind of hinting at is the best jokes come from a bit of truth. Is that?
Yes, absolutely.
That's the case? And so do you think that this is resonating, this kind of humor that Trump is laying out?
Yes, 100%, yes. And I think it's hit the country at a very interesting time. I don't think the country is, well, let's be honest, the country is a mess. And I think we're not united in a way that we should be. So I think we've lost a lot of faith in ourselves. I think people are having a hard time in this moment, defending Canada. And so I think that I think it really is having an impact. But I think Trudeau, I don't think he can be saved. I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
But I think he handled it all terribly.
Okay, yeah, because I was curious about Trudeau's reaction to this, because thus far he's kind of stayed out of the fray. He hasn't really leaned in.
Yeah.
What should he be doing?
Well, this whole idea that when they hit low, you go high. No, you go lower. Trump, he's roasting Trudeau. This is a roast battle. And he immediately just said, oh, you win. And I think that was the wrong thing. He should never have gone down to Mar-a-Lago. He made himself Trump's bitch. To be blunt, you asked me to be blunt. That's what he did.
I'm not sure we can be that blunt.
No, but the whole thing is about Trump is that the thing with Trudeau, all the insults, the thing that's really is in brackets is he's attacking Trudeau's manhood. And as a man I'm an expert at being attacked for that, you gotta double down. He should have immediately, when that first tweet happened, he should have tweeted eggplant, Canadian flag, Grand Canyon, black hole, American flag, sprinkles. That would have given the message of like, hey, you want some of this? You think you've got what it takes to take Canada? Trump loves size. He should have said, you think you have what it takes to take the second biggest country on the planet? He didn't do that. No, he should go further.
Is that what you think?
Well, I think he kind of... Well, how much further can you go?
I don't know. I mean, you're going quite far, it sounds
Am
like.
I really?
I don't know.
All I'm doing is playing in the same. He's a bully, and I think you have to hit back. And I think that if he'd done that, I think he can't save himself, but at least he can go out with some dignity. I think he should have done what Chrétien did years ago when he throttled that guy. Do you remember that?
I don't
You
remember,
don't remember
the
it?
throttle.
Has it been memory hold?
I guess. Let's
Do you
take a
remember
step.
it?
Let's take a step back
I
here.
think Canadians would go, I mean, I don't agree with it, but boy, that was fun to watch.
Let's take a step back because I'm just kind of curious. Broadly speaking, when we look at politics, they're always trying to connect with people. Comedy is a great connector. So what is the
Yes.
best strategy for any politician to kind of
Funny.
land the perfect line, the perfect jab, the perfect funny? How do they do that?
Well, it depends on, it's all context. It depends on what you're doing, but funny always wins. Everybody loves funny. And you may not say that those are the most witty, tweets of Trump's, because a lot of his tweets, they're not witty, but he does understand comedy. And I think people really, that's his secret power. And I think, people forget how much people like funny.
Well, and he understands his base certainly as well.
Yeah, but I think it's more than that. I think more than Trump's base understands funny. Like it's not like one side understands comedy different than the other side. Comedy is universal, it's mathematical, it doesn't have a side. Comedy doesn't have a right or a left, it's just comedy. It's not real, it doesn't belong to any group.
But wouldn't a politician have to be worried about crossing that line? I mean, we're in the middle of cancel culture, people all over the place.
Yeah, but
How
people
worried should
also,
they be?
at the same time of cancel culture, the flip side is people do, and we're on the other side of it. We're definitely, people respect you when you just say what you think. And if it's not a good strategy for a politician, then how did it work so well for Trump?
Fair enough. Okay, so who is the best Canadian example? You already said Chrétien a little bit, but give me a good example of a Canadian politician who's had a good
Poilievre
zinger.
ate the apple in front of that reporter and just ate that apple, that was funny. And
What was it about it that nailed it for you?
What nailed it was the calmness of it, the eating of the apple, the way he looked at the reporter, the way the reporter seemed to get confused. It was just the apple. He found the perfect prop. And I don't know why that was. I don't remember what he said. I just remember thinking, that's how you own someone.
Okay, so I'm taking notes. Props,
Props.
relatability.
Take your time. I think that's it. Like, if you're slow, then you make people, and I'm not, like, I talk way too fast. So I just contradicted myself. But I think that's it. I mean, like, Chrétien was a rough guy, right? He wasn't a sophisticated person, but he did have the love of the country because he had that common touch. And I think that making a good joke would show that Trudeau had the common touch.
All right, Scott. Well, thanks for hopping on the program this Friday night and joining us.
You're welcome, Travis. Oh.
Sorry. I'll give you his number. You can text him after. Scott Thompson joining us. His band, Mouth Congress, has a new album out, Valley of Song. It's available for purchase from Comedy Records.
Thank you.
Thank you.